meant to fade that out, but I fucked up. Oh well, as long as it's the only fuck up of the night, you know what I mean? Uh, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are your dream team, the lords of the stream, with the smiles that gleam. Welcome to Caveman News. I'm here with the man who can often be heard saying, "You've had a Frito. You ate a Cheeto. Hell, every now and then you may have noshed a Dorito, but you've never had a snack like Pepito. Pepito Mendoza. How the hell are you? Welcome." I asked how you were. You didn't hit your signature phrase. I'll ask one more time. Pepito, how are you doing? Okay, thank you. Oh shit, yes. He's had a Cheeto, he's uh eaten a Dorito, he's had a Frito, and every now and then he pets that dog named Zorito. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Pepito Mendoza. He is. Do I have it right? Yeah, he's up there. That's where he is. Welcome to Caveman News. This is episode 16. I am very excited because this is an episode that I thought it would be fun to talk about Ripley's Believe It or Not. Pepito, what is your experience, your history? What does Ripley's Believe It or Not mean to you? Hang on. I'm being told you have no audio. Uh, are you monitoring the chat? I think that was it was said in there that you don't have audio. Uh, what? Okay. All right. Uh, wow. I wonder what the hell is wrong with your audio. Let's do a little investigation here. I'm very sorry. Apologies to Robert Ripley. Um, can you see the chat?
Yeah, there's nothing. There's
Hello, Pepito?
hello,
Hello?
hello.
Okay, we lost Pepito completely. This is not
No.
great because this is supposed to be a very special uh, episode and it won't be shit without. Oh, now you're being heard, but I can't hear you. Okay.
Hello.
Okay, I can hear you. We're here. Dear God, that was almost a train wreck. Uh, can you see the chat?
It says welcome to the chat.
Oh,
There's
okay.
no
I have
chat.
it pulled up over here, and I see a notification that your audio is off. So that is not correct. Okay, I see it, but you're not seeing the current
Oh,
messages. It says that you aren't being heard. But whatever. Fuck it. Who needs the
I didn't
chat?
install the app.
Uh, yeah. I don't know. I don't want to mess with it. Uh, we have more important things to discuss. I should be down or you should be down here. Okay, there. Now I'm on screen. Whatever. I really do not care about any of this stuff. What I care about is talking about Ripley's Believe It or Not. Robert Ripley. You were telling about your personal history with Believe It or Not. Please continue that because you were not heard at the time.
Well, there was that show with Dean Kane. I used to watch that sometimes.
Yeah, he had a. There was a Ripley's Believe It or Not TV show with Dean Kane. Were you a viewer? Were you into that? I mean, what's your
Yes.
history?
I watched it. I liked it.
Okay.
It's good stuff.
See, I watched it as well, but I also was a frequent devourer of the previous iteration, at least one of the previous iterations, the Ripley's Believe It or Not TV show with Jack Palance as the host. He's a better host than Dean Kane, I would say. Actually, now that I say that, I want to say, damn, Jack Palance is so much better than Dean Kane, but maybe he had bad politics too. Maybe he's also a dumb fuck like Superman. Who knows? In these days, you can't really throw your weight behind somebody and say that they're good because you never know. Like you were texting me today that you don't know if Jim Davis is good, right?
Yeah, but I also don't know. Just don't know.
Yeah, it's a mystery. Who knows? But all we can say is fuck Dean Kane. Uh, so it's kind of a shame that he got to host the show for a while. But Ripley's, believe it or not, great show. What about the Ripley's auditoriums, the Ripley's museums, the physical locations? Have you been to any?
Mm, mm. I've seen the one in Florida from the outside. And then I've seen the one in San Antonio, but the lobby area.
You've never been
Not
in?
no.
What the hell? You are
I've
missing
only
out.
seen
I'm
them from
telling
the
you.
outside.
What?
Only seen them from the outside.
Well, that needs to be remedied. We try not to talk about the topic that is going to be discussed each week before the show actually happens because that gives. Whoa, my audio just fucked up. That gives some spoilers. You know what I mean? And so I want to get a fresh take about what Pepito's experience is here. So I had no idea that you were uh completely ignorant of the inside of Ripley's, believe it or not, Auditorium Museum, and that's Auditorium ODD. Uh, because to me, it was such a huge part of my childhood. Going to Branson, Missouri, and checking out the Ripley's, believe it or not, there. I have so many great memories of going through and seeing all the sights. Um, Quick question, Pepito. Are you able to see the chat at all? Or do I need to be monitoring it?
No, I have to log in
Oh,
and I
okay.
have
It's fine. I can do it. I'll take care of it this week, but uh in the future it'd be better if you did it cuz just because, you know what I mean?
yeah.
All right. So, I wanted to hear your personal experiences with Ripley's, believe it or not. There's a lot to get to this episode. Um as you all know, as the leading news source out of Carlsbad, New Mexico, where we both currently live, it is incumbent upon us to find topics that are both interesting to us, but also have ties to Carlsbad so that we can keep the so we can kind of give big ups to Carlsbad, promote the wonderful city. And I knew that Ripley, Robert Ripley, did his Believe It or Not cartoons, his comics and everything. He used to draw them. They're beautiful. Have you seen any of his comics?
Just a couple.
Well, you are missing out. I'm telling you, this is a whole world that you are uh, malnourished for not having been fed these things. I worry about your health because the world of Ripley is uh it's it is alluring, it is intoxicating, it is wonderful. But as I was saying, we wanted to find a way to uh a reason to bring up Robert Ripley and Ripley's Believe It or Not and tie it into Carlsbad. And I knew, are you aware of the one thing that Ripley wrote about uh in regards to Carlsbad? Well,
Uh, I'm not.
all I knew was that he had written in his comic about the flumes. The
Whoa.
yeah, he proclaimed it the only place in the world where a river crosses over itself. And that's basically what it is. Is that how you would describe the flumes?
I've heard that about the flu.
Did I say that maybe?
No.
Okay. Well,
Oh.
I'm one of the people who say that, I guess. I guess there are other
Wait.
people out there
Oh,
who
have you said
phrase
it
it
for years?
that way. What?
Have you been saying it for years?
Yeah, absolutely. Ever since
Oh,
as I'm
maybe it
saying,
was you.
as a Ripley head, grew up on the shit as a youth, uh loved going to the museums, loved the auditorium. It was a fascinating thing to me, and to find out that Robert Ripley wrote about the flumes that I used to live by, uh, and um, okay, I see here in the chat that there is a call and not a phone call. God, I wish people need to be calling, but there is this. Pepito, you
Yes.
are. What? I clicked. I'm telling you this thing. You are being asked to apologize. So I'm bringing you into the apology corner right here. And it says, this is a chat from Soy Choriza. And it says, apologize, Pepito, for not monitoring my compliments to you. The floor is yours.
Oh, I had it.
No,
Wait,
you didn't.
why don't I use my real phone? I'm sorry,
Why
Soy
don't you use a
Teresa,
computer or something? I don't know.
because I use my computer for the stream, and then I could just use my phone. What was I thinking?
Well,
I'm
you're in
sorry,
the
Soy
apology.
Teresa.
You're in the apology corner right now. You have the words apology swirling all around you. So my suggestion would be to make this good.
And I will. Dear Soy Teresa, I'm so sorry, and I want to join you in the chats. So I'm going to join you in the chats now.
Excellent. I buy it. Uh, I'm going to take you out of the apology hole. Um.
I am
Okay.
here.
What?
I typoed.
Oh. Oh, I see you.
Well,
I am here. Okay. Great. Um. I'm not going to ask you to apologize for that because typos happen. We all typo, and we should never apologize for them. Do you typo much?
all the time.
I was going to say I ask, but I know because you send me your typos. We're very comfortable that way. We are able to typo and not over explain ourselves because usually we get the message across. Anyway,
Yeah.
as I was saying, I knew that Robert Ripley wrote about the flume. I should have a picture of the flume up to drop into the chat. But imagine we have the Pecos River going through Carlsbad, and we have it looks like a bridge, wouldn't you say?
The flume looks like a bridge. Aqueduct.
Okay, yeah, but it goes
Oh,
over the river so that the Pecos River in that place crosses over itself.
It
and
does.
I did I grew up right near there, and I did a lot of growing up down by the flume. That was the uh, place to get a life lesson, to go down to the sand dunes there and learn a lot about life. It was a great spot. Anyway, let's not get into that history. Maybe that's another episode. We can talk about our ill spent youth.
She
Um,
made Soy Teresa makes a great point.
what is that? Will you tell me?
The, the river is not the only thing that goes under itself. The under it at the flumes. People do.
Oh yeah,
So
they so it's like we're crossing yeah, we're crossing under the upper Pecos, and I guess if you're on a boat, you could be on the Pecos and under it at the same time. Uh wouldn't that
no.
be a trip?
Mm.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be a trip.
Okay, thank you. Uh I am so glad to have you. And well, I'm glad to have you, Papito, but I'm also just glad to have you monitoring the chat so that I don't get distracted and have to watch it. So if Soy Teresa in any uh time ever says anything interesting, be sure to bring that up, because you know what? Every once in a while she does say something interesting. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Um, so we talked about the flumes. Um, but yeah, that was the idea behind wanting to do this episode, because Ripley's was such a huge part of my life. For those of you who are not into, weren't raised on that type of weird oddities and stories of freaks and wild pieces of history, it was a great place for it. For those of you who have like very curious minds, I should have brought that. That's another thing I should have done. I should have brought up the photos we took at the last time I was at the Ripley's Auditorium. I went to the one in San Antonio in 2022, I think. Uh, and it was great. There's a nice picture of me with autographed prison jumpsuit from Charles Manson. Are you impressed?
Very impressed.
Okay.
Just picturing your what did you orange jumpsuit signed by Charles.
No, it's not an orange one, but it was a prison one. I think it was more denim.
And it was signed by Charles.
Yeah, he signed his prison jumpsuit, and the Ripley's Museum got a hold of it. And that's just one of the many crazy things that you can find in a Ripley's Museum. We should move on and talk more, because we can take a look at what's inside Ripley's Museum. I'm excited because you don't have any experience with this, and I get fuck. I get to, that was not a flub, that was not a malfunction, that was just a chance uh encounter.
Dude, this thing is now functioning like crazy.
It's not. Papito, can you type into the chat that that was not a malfunction?
No club.
Thank you. Okay,
Hopefully.
that was not a malfunction. All right, I'm back, and I do have uh this to show you. So I started, what is it? Oh, I started researching about further ties between Ripley's and Carlsbad, New Mexico, and I couldn't find the Ripley's comic where he talks about the flumes. I could just find references to the comic and websites that mentioned, yes, he called it the only place in the world where the river crosses over itself and everything, but I can't find it. Google is failing me in that regard. But as I dug deeper, I found out that there is a whole nother level of Carlsbad and Ripley connection that is forgotten to time, at least by my generation. And I found here's an example of a Ripley's comic for you. Does that look familiar to you? The Almost Kiss. Have you seen that?
Uh, I guess. I don't know.
You've been in the caverns. You've seen that, haven't you?
I have, but I don't remember that. I remember the cathedral.
Well, let's take a look at this. No, I want the kiss. And I'm going to enlarge it so that it is better seen. See, now I have my computer like all set right in front of me. I can see it so good, and I'm able to do things like this, and I'm not malfunctioning or fucking anything up. And yes, as it says right here, unrequited love of the ages, famous stalactite and stalagmite of Carlsbad Caverns, grew toward each other for over, what's that number? 50 billion?
Mill.
Million years, and then failed to kiss. Does that break your heart or what?
Yes. They have to. They should have.
Maybe they will. I don't know. It could happen. But yeah, I found that Ripley's comic, and I was like, wow. Ripley wrote about the Carlsbad Caverns as well. I mean, what didn't he do? Well, I found out that not only that, Ripley went down in the caverns. No. Uh, uh, and here's a photo of Ripley in the caverns with Jim White. Do you recognize him?
The middle.
Yeah, that's
The
Jim
middle
White.
guy.
Will you tell everyone, for the unfortunate souls who are not from the town that we currently live in, Carlsbad, Mexico, will you tell them who Jim White is?
He's a pioneer in his town. White City is one hell of a city.
I would say the man that is called the founder of the Carlsbad Caverns. I would say that that's his most notable thing, but hey, maybe in some circles, having the town of White City named after him is the uh, most important things. Okay, I'm seeing in the chat
Oh, there you
that
go.
fish.
I was gonna
You were gonna
try
what?
to tell you.
No, you
What?
should. I don't want to be leaning over and squinting at my computer. It's very hard for me, and it takes away from sharing this beautiful news that I have found. So what do you say? What does it say in the chat? You're
She
the
said
chat correspondent now.
She's more interested in the fish with no mouth.
And then does she say something that about Jim White being her dad? Is that possibly in there?
Yeah, that is.
Hell yeah. See, you're doing a great job on your first day as the chat correspondent. And on behalf of you, I would like to give you a great big hell yeah. 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 So, hell yeah to you. Let's move on because I can get really bogged down on this shit. Uh, I was fascinated to find that photo of Robert Ripley with the, they call him the man who found the caverns, but I mean, you know, people knew
I
about
like
it.
that.
He brought the caverns to the attention of white America, I would say. Uh, but I mean,
It's okay.
that's not nothing. That's something. So whatever. But he he found shit? I don't know. Do you know how he discovered the caverns, Pepito?
Hmm. Oh, witching stick.
No. He saw a bunch of
No.
bats flying out of the cave,
Oh,
and it looked like smoke. And then he realized, oh wait, that's a cloud of bats. Uh, I don't know. That was pretty fascinating to me. I liked it.
that's
Uh,
awesome.
so not only that, I had the newspaper clipping, but I forgot to include it, and I am not going to apologize because, well, I'll explain why I'm not apologizing for fucking a few things up on this episode here momentarily. Uh, but the newspaper clipping I forgot to include is from 1939, and in that year, Robert Ripley, before he had the museums and all these things, he had a Ripley's Believe It or Not radio show, and he broadcast from the big room down in the caverns. Uh, he broadcast his show, and it was a huge success. He interviewed Jim White down there, and the third man in that picture, who is Leslie Thompson, as I recall. And according to newspaper articles, Leslie Thompson was a park ranger who fell down the elevator shaft at the caverns. Can you imagine that?
Wow. That's how he died.
No, he caught himself on the cable after falling like thousands of feet or whatever. And the newspaper article I read said, I wonder when Ripley broadcast from the big room in the caverns, I wonder if he met with or he was astounded by the story of Leslie Thompson and his falling down the elevator shaft and then saving himself by grabbing the elevator cable and all these things. I don't know. I thought that was great. But I couldn't find any contemporary stories like after it happened. It was like, oh, this happened 2 years ago, you know? It's like, why weren't you writing
Yeah.
about it that day? I mean, what the hell? Some
That's
of
the
us
guy with the
futurists,
hand
huh?
in the picture. That's the guy with his hands all over the formations.
What? He had his hands on the formations? I didn't even notice that. Let's go back. Let's review.
It's a no-no.
Oh yeah, he's getting his what is it? Uh
Tony Hutchins.
yeah. You see the background behind us?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Tony Hutchins is a railroad man by choice. He's a snake whisperer and he kisses rattlesnakes on their head. That was I think he was in Ripley's Believe It or Not comic strip for doing that. He's a local Carlsbad man.
that's
Um,
badass.
so let's take a look at him. I just grabbed that and put it as the background because I was going to have a section where we talked about him and that, but it's there's so much to get to tonight that I thought there's no way we're gonna have time to get to it all. Uh so let me just, sorry, Pepito. Apologies to you. What the hell? I'm clicking. Oh, uh there. So there he is. There's Tony Hutchinson kissing the rattlesnake. Uh, are you impressed?
Yeah, but what year is it?
That was recent. You see
Yeah,
his like contemporary ass tattoo. That
and
was
that name
like
sounds
2008 or something like that. So
that name.
it is amazing. I am
It
rambling.
is
I've been told I need to stop rambling so much, but there's so much to talk about with Robert Ripley. And this next fact I am really excited to share with you. What are you doing on June 2nd this year?
I don't know.
You don't have plans?
No.
Well, in 1939, the mayor proclaimed June 2nd to be Robert Ripley Day in Carlsbad. Uh, he has his own national or his citywide holiday in Carlsbad. Are you impressed now?
I'm very impressed. Why didn't we learn about this?
Exactly. It's negligent that we didn't. But as I say, I'm not going to apologize for getting some things wrong and not having everything prepared for this Ripley episode because we're going to do another Ripley episode after this. We're going to do one, I think the 2nd of June this year is on a Sunday. So maybe the night before Ripley Day, the 85th anniversary of Robert Ripley Day in Carlsbad. We're going to do a more in depth uh, dive into the man. How does that sound to you?
That sounds awesome. Let's do it.
Good, because we're fucking going to. Um, I say too much, but my monitor is much closer now. So I can see that I'm about to pull up this. This was another thing that impressed me with Ripley. Do you want me to read it? Or do you want to read it?
You could read it if you want.
Well, I wanted you to. But here we go. Ripley, whose drawings and stories of fantastic facts have won him world renown, declared that declared the Carlsbad Caverns the most beautiful sight in the world when he made the cavern tour with the regular tourist group several months ago. He has traveled more than 500,000 miles in 200 countries in search for the unusual, which gives his assertion much weight. So there you have it. Indisputable evidence. If Robert Ripley says that what you have is the most beautiful sight in the world, you fucking believe it. So I want to put every other city on notice. You're not Carlsbad. Pepito,
will be.
do you have any cities that you would like to insult?
Eunice.
All right, fuck Eunice.
Jow.
Fuck Jow.
Seminole.
Seminole? Hell yeah, fuck them. And every city, not just New Mexico cities. We're talking the most beautiful place in the world. So, what's a beautiful place? Tell me a beautiful place. Come on.
River City.
Where's that?
Red River City.
Where is that?
It's somewhere in northern New Mexico.
Okay. All right, then fuck Red River City. But I meant like any place in the world. Like the uh let's say the Taj Mahal. Do you think that's beautiful?
Sure.
All right. Fuck the Taj Mahal. Carlsbad is the best,
Yeah.
and forget all the rest. I'm gonna check in with the chat. Uh, okay, we got a Boo Eunice. We got a
A
All
Red
My
Reaper.
Homies Hate Jowl. Yeah, there's great stuff in this chat. You got to get in here, Pepito. I'm telling you, you're missing out. Uh,
But then I almost interrupt you all the time.
well, you should. I ramble. I talk way too much. This is ridiculous. We've been going way too long, and we've just broken the premise of Ripley and his love for Carlsbad, and we've
Yeah, he
given
really is a fan.
huh?
He's a fan.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a fan of his. We're fans of his. He
Fans
was a fan
is
of our home city right here in Carlsbad, Mexico. And we're going to
yeah.
be doing a further dive, a proper dive into Robert Ripley and his entire world of Believe It or Not at a later date. Around June 1st, I think, is a Saturday, which is our streaming night. And that will be a very Ripley centric thing. But I say let's get into some videos. We've been going like 40 minutes and I talk too much. Don't you want to
No.
see some videos from the auditoriums, the Ripley museums?
Yes.
All right, then let's do this.
We are down here next to the boardwalk. We are going to take you inside Ripley's Believe It or Not and show you everything that they have to offer here.
I
Hi,
bet
I'm
they don't
Carmen.
show
If you're new here, we
everything.
cover everything Myrtle Beach and the surrounding area. And if you're a return viewer, welcome back. We are so glad to have you with us.
Well, what do you think about that? What do you think about a YouTube channel devoted entirely to Myrtle Beach? Have you been there?
No.
I haven't either, but I'm kind of offended because, as we have just declared, it's not as beautiful as Carlsbad. So it seems kind of suspect that somebody would devote a bunch of time to discussing and promoting Myrtle Beach because, I mean, let's face it, Myrtle Beach, you ain't Carlsbad.
They call it the auditorium. It's a little bit like a museum, but a really wacky, fun one. We're right here in the main strip in Myrtle Beach.
It's a wacky one.
So we're going to head inside and check out everything that they have. We have stepped in. So like I said, this is a bit like a museum. There are all kinds of things.
See, you're
to
missing
read
out,
and
Pepito.
look at.
You should,
I will tell you,
should go
if
to
you
one of
don't
these.
want to read, I don't think you're going to get as much out of it. So I highly recommend that you read the little plaques on the wall that give you information about what you're looking at, because there is so much to see and learn about here. There's lots of quirky stuff, lots of crazy stuff. We really enjoy every time we come in here, and they do add new things from time to time. So if you saw our last video a few years ago,
did you see their last video a few years ago?
No.
Okay.
Just like this section right here, there's a lot.
I'm sorry, you were about to say something?
Oh, it's kind of a mishmash of all sorts of things.
It's an auditorium, and that's ODD Itorium. It's for the real freaks out there. This is heaven. Even if this one does happen to be in Myrtle Beach, which I'm kind of pissed at now because I feel like these people are disingenuous.
Isn't that where Tom and Bunny live?
Since the last
Is
time we
it?
filmed.
It could be.
In fact, this is
It
one of the
sounds
cool
like
things
their
for
type
us.
of
We are
place.
Star Trek fans, so leave a comment below if you are a Star Trek fan. Let us know. So this is pretty neat. It's the First Contact Bridge Engineering Console. They've got.
No, it's not. Soy Trees in the chat says that we should do a 10-part series on Ripley, and I believe it. What do you think?
We could. There's so
for
much to him. He's so complex.
Soy Teresa is the producer of this show, so her vote, that makes it at least 1 out of 3 say to do it. Now you say to do it, 2 out of 3. I'll third it, but I paused here. I just wanted to engage with the chat for just a moment. But what the hell do you think those pants are in this pause screen?
Yeah, the little booty short.
God damn, dude. Those are sick.
The lady narrating or talking. She
You think
sounds like
they're
Melissa Villasenor.
said what?
She sounds like Melissa Villasenor.
Who's that?
Just like a comedian. She has like a real like stuffy way of talking.
She talks kind of like this.
Yeah.
Her name is Brenda, and I wish I would have thought ahead and pulled up her other. I threw these videos together for us to watch, and there have been so many technical difficulties. They're not malfunctions, but there have been technical difficulties. My computer will still not accept a keyboard, so that's just one of the things. But there were so many technical difficulties that I didn't even take the time to fully vet these videos.
Kinda.
Yeah.
So Teresa asks, are those Dr. Fuke shorts?
They could be. They look like some Tobias ass shorts. Let's find out.
About that.
And thanks for that.
You've also got the I Dream of Genie bottle. And then this is a pretty cool photo op right here with the hoverboard. Everyone loves this. So this would definitely be a photo op for a lot of people, especially from our generation, from Back to the Future. And there are the shoes as well. So as you can see, there's just so much to take in, and we're gonna keep moving through.
There are
and
a
show
million
you what they
things
have.
better
Also, I want to
in
mention, because we were
an
about to head up some
auditorium.
stairs, they do have accessibility elevators, so you do not have to do stairs. If you remember the old Ripley's Believe It or Not TV show, leave a comment below. Let us know. So that's sort of where this comes.
Should we do that, Pepito? Should we start asking people to leave comments below?
Leave it.
All right. Yeah. I usually post these videos up on YouTube afterwards, so if you say fuck Jal, fuck Eunice, fuck Red River, leave a comment below.
I like Red River.
Well.
Ripley's owns several attractions here at Myrtle Beach. They have the aquarium, which is one of our favorite attractions here. They also have the Haunted Adventure. They have the Crazy Golf and the Mirror Maze. And
what do you think? Are you a mini golf head?
Go to all of those, and you save some money if you get the combination
I
tickets.
would love
so
to do Ripley's
but that's
mini
our little
golf.
tip.
That sounds amazing.
And
to me.
also, if you come when they first open to any of their attractions, there's going to be a lot less of a wait. Just as you can see, we're here.
Are you bored with her yet?
Opening, so there's definitely less of a wait. This was this man's. There's a video of it. This man's actual height. It's crazy.
Man.
That's Robert Wadlow.
Shorter.
Robert Roblow.
That was Robert Wadlow.
Who's that?
The world's tallest man that ever lived.
Oh, duh.
Golly, dude, he was like 8 foot. I think something like that. He was a real freak. Okay. It was my stepdad's grandma, Bonnie. She was like the coolest one from that family. She ruled. But she swore that she met Robert Wadlow, the world's tallest man, and he used to be like posted up outside a shoe store as like a hey, come on in, that type guy.
Oh.
I would fucking go in if the world's tallest man told me to go in. I'd be like, damn, he shops here? Fuck. That's badass.
basically, because I'm actually quite short, but
Yeah.
it's pretty
bet.
crazy.
I don't know why I said that. That was mean of me.
So yeah, all kinds of interesting stuff. But like I said, you can tell as we go through here, if you don't want to read things, this might not be the attraction for you.
What the
There's
fuck?
definitely a lot of reading involved, but there's some cool things too. There's some interactive items. We'll get to some of those.
So reading shit isn't
Also,
cool
if you're
to
interested
Brenda.
in seeing the other Ripley's attractions, we have videos on all of those, so you can check
What?
our website to see all of those attractions in detail. And
Okay. We're definitely going to be coming back to seeing more of her Ripley videos. Don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, if we're doing a 10-part series, you know what? I'm going to make an executive decision right here. Robert Ripley's Believe It or Not 10-part series, and this does not count as one of the episodes. This is like the preface. Hey,
Yeah, it's like a Ken Jennings project.
that's gross. What?
It's like a Ken Jennings project.
I don't know what projects he's done. All I know is that he's the Jeopardy nerd.
Oh
And he does puzzles.
no, I'm thinking of the guy on PBS that makes those documentaries. Never mind.
Tell us in the chat what the guy's name is, because now all of a sudden I can't. Is it Ken Burns?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. He and Ken
Okay.
Jennings are not.
Not anything alike.
They're not the same.
offer as well. Brian's going to demonstrate one of the more interactive
All right, let's go,
pieces.
Brian.
I don't know if you can even tell on the camera, but it's kind of funny. You go up here to check it out, and then it drops on you. It just drops a little, but it is kind of startling the first time that you do it. So if you're bringing your friends or
looks so
family, you
freak.
can like scare them with that. Get a laugh out of that. This is actually one of my favorite things here.
All right.
This toothpick carnival. I mean, this is just amazing. Or
What?
matchstick, not toothpick, but still so amazing. They have some really cool environmental effects as well. This is definitely not your standard type of museum.
I can't even tell what's going on.
Hence why they think they
Oh,
call
shit.
it an
There's your
auditorium.
dinosaur you're talking about.
It's pretty neat. And they actually have a lot of things here that are made out of recycled parts of other things, which I really like that as well. It's pretty neat. First of all, I want to say don't worry if you can't do these tunnels. They do have a little
shit.
way around.
I've been in one
Brian
of
always
those.
has a challenge with these, so he's going to demonstrate. It's just an optical illusion, but it makes it feel like you're moving, and it's really, really
I know somebody
hard to
who
walk
fell
on.
down because of one of those.
Also, I should say the floor does move, though. All right,
Where'd
let's
you
see
go?
if I can do it
Okay.
without dropping the camera.
You're back. All right.
Wow. It feels just like you're spinning. Now this is fun. How many of you played with this as a kid? Leave it in the comments. And if you're enjoying this video, give it a thumbs up. That really helps us out and we appreciate it. I love this.
Hey, if you for anybody that's watching our video right now, if you didn't play with the light bright, leave a comment below saying that you didn't. And if you did, go to Brenda's and leave her whatever.
This little medieval cat armor here. And then
Holy shit, hang on.
got some-
There was cat armor? What the fuck? I didn't even see that. I want to see it.
now this is fun. How many of you played with this as a kid? Leave it in the comments. And if you're
Did you play with them though? The light brights?
Yeah, I did. They're cool.
enjoying this video, give it a thumbs up. That really helps us out and we appreciate it. I love this little medieval.
What
Yeah, that
the
is good.
hell? That rules. Don't you think?
Yeah, Cobra.
Yeah. In fact, I'm gonna go grab the little guy. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Cat armor here, and then got some super recycled superheroes, recycled dog, all kinds of stuff. A giant Connect 4. Oh, and there's some fun treats over here. I'm being a little sarcastic. This is the Bug Bistro. Got some crickets, some larvae. Wonder how much these are. I don't see a price on it. All right, it says don't push the button, Brian. Why weren't we supposed to push the button? Got Captain America here, and it says that he is actually a collage of more than 75
Did I miss
other
anything?
characters. It's actually pretty neat.
Yes.
All right,
Transformers.
you gotta give me a
Joker.
front-end review of what was missed. Hang on, I'm gonna go really quick to this. All right, please summarize what I missed.
Bug Bistro.
A bistro?
Then I looked at the chat. It Soy Trees that said, "Computer, pull up Cobra."
Well, this is him. He's pulled up. Here's where I made my mistake. I have a burrito here in the garage, and if I put him down, he's gonna grab it. Damn, dude. Okay, fine. I gotta get the burrito out of the way. Pardon that interruption. I have no forethought. I should have. I want to watch something else though. No offense to Brenda, but I'm kind of over her video. I don't really want to see more of her Myrtle Beach bullshit. Don't you think that we should get something else going?
Yes.
Okay. Then let's do it. This guy. Cobra is a menace. He is unstoppable in his ability to fuck things up. All right, new video. Look at that.
Thing that Ripley's has witnessed over the years is Peach's Corner. That place is what, 80 years old now?
I don't know.
Make a video on that eventually. And the Bowery over here, home of the country music group Alabama.
Damn.
And of course, it's
What's your
witnessed
favorite Alabama
the
song?
ocean. Check this
Obika.
out. Motorcycle made of bones. That's as
lame.
metal as it gets.
Nah, it sucks.
Walrus tusks. Nice. Cow bones, alligator bones, turtle bones. All made from roadkill.
Motherfucker acts like he's never seen bones in his life. Grow up.
How ironic.
It looks so good.
That song. They were playing that last time I was at Ripley's.
No, this is the vampire woman. You,
She
all right?
bet.
Looks like you just saw something surprising. What's over there? Oh, that guy surprised her.
Oh, that's funny. Did you like that joke?
8 foot.
Pepito, did you like that joke?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
It's
Just
so
making sure.
good.
That's gross.
His assistant.
What's that?
It's all recycled car parts
Oh,
to make Horus. This little mummy drives cars.
what?
Not that bad, mummy. It's not that bad. Put it down. Put the gun down. All right. How tall am I? Almost 6 foot. Look at this dude. Look at this dude.
Yeah, it's Robert Wadlow. Put some respect.
7 foot.
Damn, I should have gotten some Robert Wadlow
Man,
videos.
It's like a piece of folk art, but it's in this museum. It's made of
I don't like that shit.
Animaniacs toys, little mini tapes from like voice recorders, toys.
I don't like it.
It's pretty cool.
I'm not a fan of the sculpture collages. Are
All
you?
this junk was found in the streets of Philadelphia.
No, not this one.
Very cool.
No, I think it's all pretty. Ooh, see, this is what I like. The man with a candle in his head. Like, now that's cool shit. That's way better than Legoing
Here's
some
one that
shit
occurred right
together.
next door to this building. Well, right across the street at the Bowery. This guy, Scuba, carried 34 steins of beer simultaneously.
Good. Ooh, look at that. I do like them bones. Ooh. It's a Tinbush twin.
6-legged boar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. See what you missed out on, Pepito? Wait.
So, want to get this cat armor and put it on my cat and send it forth to battle.
Actually,
Oh my God.
my cat doesn't need armor to
Oh my God.
battle. Cobra fights in the raw. He doesn't care.
Thing about this candy
What the fuck?
is the price. Are you kidding me?
Shut up.
Take that, balls. On this side, it's the Joker. But if I come over
I bet it's Batman.
Batman's broken, man. Man, your phone's broken. You better tell your girlfriend. He's not taking your picture. It's a joke.
This man's pretty funny.
Bye.
I'm gonna leave a comment. What the hell, Myrtle? Mr. Myrtle? God damn it. Are you there?
Yeah,
Am I just talking to myself? Okay.
I was stressed watching that guy.
Why? You should have said something.
Felt like he was holding
Today
his
we are in
toddler while he was
Carlsbad,
making
New
his video.
Mexico. Yes,
What
I
the
said New
fuck?
Mexico, not Texas this time.
What the fuck?
We're starting to
I
branch.
can't. I got too much shit on me. I got too many computers and screens. I don't like it. Okay. Well, yeah, Pepito, I would like to hear your thoughts on these things. You gotta help me out. I can't be the only one rambling. You gotta tell me when that man's stressing you out, and we'll cut away quicker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was stressed. It was hard.
It seemed like it. That's not what I clicked on, though. Why are you doing this to me? Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm more offended by the fact that that was another Myrtle Beach video. I feel like it's kind of an affront to God for people to spend so much time profiling Myrtle Beach. I realized it was only 2 videos that were Myrtle Beach centric, but they both seemed like they talked about Myrtle Beach a lot. And I think maybe that they're our rivals now, because I feel it is an insult to put them above beautiful Carlsbad. Do you not agree, Pepito?
Yeah, maybe the entire state of South Carolina.
Myrtle Beach is South Carolina? I didn't even realize. It seemed like some Florida shit to me. I don't know.
I think there is a Myrtle's in Florida.
There is, I think. But I do want to get to 2 more videos. I've left out so much stuff for us to talk about. And the only reason I did it was on purpose so that we could have an excuse to return for a proper Ripley's discussion in further parts, but in at least to celebrate Robert Ripley Day around the 2nd of June. That's going to be amazing. But I had another video that I did want to play, and then we'll get out of here. I don't want to take up too much time. But this one intrigued me. I didn't watch it. I just liked the name. This is Ghost Encounters at Ripley. What do you think? You think you're gonna be able to sleep tonight?
We are back at Ripley's
No.
Believe It or Not, and I'm with Kim Kiff. And every time we're out here, we learn something new. And today the theme is haunted.
Kim Kit.
You have haunted
Oh,
tours.
shit.
You have a place that actually might be haunted. So where would you like to start with all this?
Oh boy, I guess the best
I
place
don't like
to
his
start is
energy.
with kind of the haunted history of this building.
What's her name?
So we've had a number
I don't
of
know, let's
professional
find out.
paranormal investigators come through, and they
Haunted tours.
Was that Kim
You
Kit?
have a place that actually might be haunted. So where would you like to start with all this?
oh boy, I guess the best place to start is
Okay. Let's keep our ears out. I don't want to go back and hear this again.
We are back at Ripley's Believe It or Not, and I'm with Kim Kiff. And every time we're out here, we learn something new. And today the theme
Kim
is
Kit?
haunted. You have haunted tours.
Mhm.
You have a place that actually might be
you catch her
haunted.
name that
so where
time?
would you like to start with all this?
oh boy,
Yes.
I guess the best place to start
What
is
is it?
with kind of the haunted history of this
Kim
building.
Kim.
So we've had a
Kim
number of professional
Kiff.
paranormal investigators come through, and they have identified over 18 entities in our building. Of course,
Damn.
back in 1944, there was the suspicious fire where 2 women perished in this building. We do have people who have seen their spirits here, both Betty and Ruth. And there's also this shady character that's kind of a unknown. We call him Mr. X. So
Ooh,
back when this
Elon
was a hotel
Musk?
on the night of the fire, there was a gentleman that checked in. And back in that day, this was a play day for the rich and famous.
What?
They didn't have to sign their names if they wanted to remain anonymous.
Oh, no.
So he checked in just as Mr. X. And there was a gentleman that
That's
saw Mr. X
Elon
carrying
Musk.
something over his shoulder that looked like a rolled up rug. It's also a little suspicious that right before the fire, Mr. X called up for more towels, and both Betty and Ruth were moved from their rooms.
It's pretty
and they
fucking
both had towels wrapped around their neck.
suspicious
so,
to
did Mr.
ask
X have something
for
to do with this? We don't know.
more
but
towels.
We're trying to find out.
That
That
is
always makes me
very
raise an eyebrow.
creepy. A lot of
This guy needs to
details
calm the
that.
fuck down.
And it's interesting the history of this building. It's a beautiful building from the outside.
It
So it was a hotel
It
way
was.
back.
It was originally built by William Warden. He was part of Standard Oil.
Was part of
and this
Standard
was a
Oil.
winter retreat for his family. After the Depression, he kind of lost a lot of money. It sat abandoned, and it became a place that was so bad
Okay,
in the city.
Pepito
The
left.
city was going to tear it down, and a lot of times
Um,
after dark, nobody would come here, even if somebody called.
All right. Are you bored because you have a different paranormal investigator that you're a fan of?
No, I'm not bored. My headphones died.
Oh shit.
I'm vulnerable.
You are.
But
But do you have a favorite paranormal investigator?
Oh shit! Who's the Long Island medium?
That's a lady, isn't it?
No, I don't think I do, man.
Okay.
I'm good at alien or paranormal investigated celebs.
They're not aliens, dude. They're ghosts. And the only reason I'm asking is because I wanted to make a quick transition to our stream's favorite paranormal investigators, the Texas Paranormal Society, Mike and Aaron, and their investigation of the Trinity Hotel. Have you stayed there?
No,
You know why?
no.
Because because you live in Carlsbad. You don't need no fucking hotel. It's like, that's home. This is home.
Today we are in Carlsbad, New Mexico.
Yep.
Yes, I said it, New Mexico, not Texas this time. We're starting to branch out. We are at the
This is
Trinity
Mike.
Hotel. This hotel is haunted by a spirit known as Ruby. And we're currently staying in room 206, which apparently is supposed to be like the most active room. So we're just starting to set up our equipment, and we're going to get into this investigation soon.
Hell yeah.
Anyone walks in, or if anyone walks in,
So Ruby is also kind of known as kind of like
If
a
anyone
prankster.
walks in,
She
what?
like pranks guests and stuff like that. And I've also read somewhere that like a trigger for her is like couples arguing or something like that. And there's not really
Ooh.
much information really about her, but the only things I can find is the hotel is haunted by a spirit named Ruby. And we did like kind of ask around the hotel with some of the people that work here, and some of them did say they had experience with her and stuff like that, but they didn't really say much.
they didn't want to touch. Some
Yeah,
they
yeah.
also just didn't want to talk about it at all.
Yeah, for some
Or
reason I
maybe
don't
they
know
didn't
why,
want to talk
but
to you, but
I
I
don't
don't know why.
I thought it was a little bit fishy. You see Aaron's eyes are kind of watering. My left ear
Aaron.
started ringing, and then we heard like a beeping where that was weird. I don't know what
But it
that
didn't
was.
sound like any of our equipment.
That was weird. I don't know what that was.
Does the REM pod make that noise?
I'm gonna show you guys where I have our equipment set up. So we have our new K2 in the chair. This one will actually make a noise when it
We
goes
have to
off
get a
too.
K2
We also
Pepito.
got some new equipment. We got the Fathom cam, which is going to be a static camera over here that records an investigation.
Don't you think?
We got our
Oh,
millimeter
yeah,
right
yeah.
here. We
Yeah,
also have
dude.
another cat ball right by the door.
Trying to look at all their
And in the
gear.
bathroom, we have our REM pod set up.
So what's this flashing
We
at the
also have
bottom of
another
the
cat ball on
screen?
the table in here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the lights out.
I can't
Also,
ever
Ruby, if
read
you're
it.
around,
Oh,
you can speak into this fluffy thing right above this device. It's called a camera. This
Oh,
is a
shit.
microphone. It can sometimes pick your voice up. If you want to maybe leave us a message, try to speak as loud and clearly as possible into this device right here that I'm touching. Again, it can sometimes pick your voice up. Again, if you want to say anything into it at any time, feel free to. Okay, Ruby, if you're here, you can set off any of these devices to let
Set
us
it
know
off.
that you're here. With the cat balls, which look like these, all you got to do is put your all you got to do is put your energy into it. You can make that cat ball light up just like that.
what's a
With
cat
our
ball?
millimeter and our REM pod in the bathroom, there's a silver antenna on top of those devices. Again, these are not going to hurt you. They're just going to let us know that you're here.
They better
If you
not
can,
hurt
try to
Ruby.
grab that silver antenna as hard as you can, and we'll make it go off. Again, the more energy you put into it, the higher those colors will light up.
I'm pretty fucking spooked already.
Again, if you can also give us auditory signs that you hear, maybe knock on the wall or make some type of noise. Here in a second, I'm going to be turning on this device right here.
All right, what
It's
is
my
it?
SB7. We call this a spirit box, Ruby. What it does is it scans through radio frequencies. Again, it's an electrical frequency. You can use those frequencies and manipulate them to create words to talk to us and answer questions.
Aaron.
Again,
He's posted
also,
up.
just a reminder, you can also say anything you want to into our camera microphone because it can and will sometimes pick your voice up. Ruby, don't be camera shy. Again, we don't do this for our own personal gain. We do this because we love to do it.
It's for
And
the
we
love of
just
the
want to
game.
establish communication and ask questions. Again, we don't want to make you feel like a circus animal. We see you as a human being that once lived before,
That's nice.
and we will treat you that way. Again, we mean all due respect. We just want to talk. We just want to communicate.
That's sweet.
And we also would like to share these experiences on our channel so that all people around the world can see it.
So that maybe we can have a little more proof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good point, Aaron.
It's really hard to prove it, but the more proof you have, the more evidence you have.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah, we
more
just want
proof
to show the
gets
world
you
that
more
the afterlife
evidence,
is real and the
basically.
paranormal is real.
Do you agree, Pepito?
Oh yeah.
Again, whenever you'd like to, just go ahead and
Ruby,
set off one of our devices to let us know you're here.
What's up?
Ruby, just come out. He's asking nicely.
Yeah, he respects her. He respects all women, living or dead. It's all about respect.
She's not a circus animal.
No, and he won't treat her like one. But if she does want to play with his cat ball or whatever that fucking thing is, she is invited to, but that doesn't make her a circus animal. Oh, all right. Is Aaron laying down? I think Aaron got comfortable.
Yeah, I didn't catch on this
Yeah.
camera, but the other camera over there might have picked it up.
He's the
But we did hear like
only
kind of like a knock noise sound like this coming from the bathroom.
specialist in lying down investigations.
Okay, Ruby. If you're here with us, I'm about to turn on my spirit box again.
All right, let's
You
hear
can
it.
use the static created from the radio sweeping, and you can manipulate that static towards to answer questions for us.
Look at that cable
All right, Ruby, are
management.
you in this room with us?
Disgusting. Do you hear anything?
If Ruby isn't here with us, then who is?
Pepito.
Yeah,
Do you hear anything I said?
I do.
What? What the hell?
Sounds like maybe.
Hang on, I can't. Oh, what are you saying? You hear what?
It's like picking up some old radio station.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. I'm hearing some things. I hear some phrases. I think Ruby's trying to talk to them. Maybe Ruby is complimenting them on their respect and their humanity, and not all men treat ghosts like her in such a dignified way. I think she might be saying something like that.
Ruby, if you're here, can you maybe set off one of our devices, please?
Set it off, Ruby.
Ruby, what makes you stay in this hotel?
Yeah, Ruby, what is it?
Revenge? What did you find it said? You sound like revenge. We'll have to
Lament?
look back at that.
Yeah, Ruby, did something bad happen to you here?
Did he say he thought she said lament?
I don't know. I couldn't hear Aaron.
Michael. I mean, no offense to Ruby, but she needs to stop talking over Aaron.
Ruby, do you like this hotel? Is that why you stay here?
Yeah, she digs it. She wants that continental breakfast. I stole that joke from the chat. You should have already seen that joke.
Ruby, why does the staff...
What's up?
I did see it.
Well, you gotta give props. You gotta, like... I'm relying on you to monitor the chat. You can't let gold like that just float away. That's what the chat is there for, and we have to cherish it. We have to give respect to the chat. We're not going to treat the chat like a circus animal. I make that vow right here.
About you. Ruby, did you die in this hotel?
Oh shit. He's getting personal.
Ruby, do you want to be recorded?
I think I heard yeah.
Oh, she does. She's a freak.
Are you gonna prank us tonight?
Ruby, do you want to prank them? Ruby, do you
Well,
want to
perfectly
spank my
fine if
little
you're pranking
bottom?
us tonight. Do something funny for us. Ruby, can you see us?
Ruby, don't. They're being really disrespectful. Michael is.
Ruby, do you like it when people come here?
What'd she say?
Where's a male's voice coming in?
Yeah, I would never.
But I've been mostly hearing like a female voice, but I've also been hearing like a mixture of like a male's voice too.
Call out to all spirits.
Who else is here with us in this room?
Do you think Aaron's laying down right now? Vito.
Ruby, can you say your name to the spirit box, please?
Vito.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you.
Did I just say Ruby?
I think
I don't know if
she's
it
saying
is or not.
Latina wants to be your store.
What's up?
I think she's saying Latina wants to be your store.
Oh, yeah, she might be.
I'll have to look back on the footage to see if that did say Ruby or not. Ruby, can you say one of our names? My name is Michael, and that is Aaron right there.
Say their names.
Can you please say one of our names?
Hold on. Just a second. Pepito, I have an honest question for you.
Yeah.
When you said that Ruby said that Latienda wants to be your store, did you steal that from the chat?
Yeah, because I said it.
Oh. Whoops. I thought that was. I didn't see that you're the one that said that. I was going to ask you to apologize for stealing material from the chat without accreditation, but turns out you didn't, and that was my mistake. So
You
maybe.
should apologize.
What?
Maybe you should apologize.
Maybe I fucking should. I second guessed you, and I didn't think that you had actually come up with that genius joke yourself, and I thought you were just trying to pass off somebody else's humor as your own. And that was wrong of me to think of you that way. And I apologize and I beg your forgiveness.
Forgiven.
Okay.
I guess.
Well, here's what's up. We've been going pretty long tonight.
I'll go longer.
Well,
I think I just caught myself in.
Here's a question. I don't want to go too long tonight. I feel as though I didn't do enough to really celebrate the man of Ripley. I feel I need to go back to my apology corner and
Really?
yes, really. I actually, you know what? I don't like that you said that. I don't like that you asked if I really need to do this. I think that it was
I think you did it
fucked up of you to say that. And I just really wanted to get into the angry corner because I've been too happy tonight. But now I'm annoyed. It's fucked of you to have said that. So there. Let me drop back in.
I thought you did Ripley justice. Like, I'm interested in Ripley now.
Yeah, but there's so much more and so much better. I think trying to get all this technical shit figured out is driving me crazy, and hopefully now we have it set and it'll work without uh requiring further fidgeting and all of these things. And next week we can get straight into the show and I can do the research for it. Here, I have a question. Do you know what next week's show is?
Man, I forgot.
You forgot?
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude?
Well, you don't want me knowing things about the
But
show.
I sent you the schedule.
Dang it.
What do you mean, wait?
I said, dang it.
Oh, I was about to get mad that you asked me to wait. But okay, dang it. All right. I will give you one last chance. Do you want to apologize for not ever reading my correspondence and my scheduling that I send you?
I do read. It's just days happen, work happens, more text happen than things I want to do for your show. But
It's our show, dude. Let's
I'm
not call it my show. That's sad.
Or our show. I'm so sorry.
Okay, whatever. Well, we're gonna call it for tonight. I'm gonna summarize what I feel. The summary of this episode is that we've learned that we need to discuss Robert Ripley even more. We need to see more videos of his. What was that? Pepito, was that you?
I don't think so.
I think it was. I think it was. Did you hear that? That loud?
I heard it, but I don't know what it was. There's 3 people watching.
Yeah. You, me, and Nico. Yeah. Thanks for reminding me that nobody watches this shit. They miss out. But we get better each time. We're learning. We're progressing. We have someday we're going to be really good at this, and then we're going to have all of this to look back on. We can't expect to jump right into it and be experts. Imagine where we're going to be a year from now. I'm going to bookmark this right now. And in a year from now, on the episode we do a year from now, we'll go back and watch some of this episode and we'll be astounded. You're going to have a completely futuristic setup. We're going to be able to hear Pepito's keys. It's going to peel your face back with the force of innovation. Do you agree?
Yes. I don't want to stop.
You want to keep going tonight?
No, I mean, I just don't want to stop doing this show.
No, we're not. We're not stopping. Even if it's only us that watch, I don't care. I enjoy it. I feel like I learn more each time. Next week episode is going to be great. And you don't know the topic, even though I gave you the schedule weeks ago. And I'm excited to hear your thoughts regarding this topic that we get into. Next week, please join us for the treasure episode. Do you have any thoughts on treasure? to close this out?
Yeah. Treasure. All kinds of things could be considered treasure, even non-physical things.
If you treasure them, it's
Yeah.
all treasure, baby.
Ooh. Oof.
I know. That gave me shivers too. That was so good. That was very smart.
That's very smart.
That's going to be a great episode. I'm looking forward to it. I'm exhausted. I hate all this technology, but I am excited that we have it all set now, so I don't have to spend, a few hours each day fucking with shit and tinkering, and we can jump right into it next week because I have quite a treasure story to tell you, and I think it's going to knock your socks off.
Yeah.
So, Papito, would you play us out as we close the show?
Yeah.
Good night, everyone. I'm gonna end with this.